Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. There's a lot of buzz about taking your power back and being the creator of your own existence and things like that. And have you ever stopped to think, what does that really mean? Well, a couple days ago, I was looking at something and, with this being the election year, there's a lot of stuff about, who's going to be the president and, what's going to happen and all of those kinds of things. Well, the other day, I was talking to somebody, or I overheard a conversation, and they were talking about, Trump needs to get back in office to get control of everything that's going on. And it hit me that is exactly, Trump can't fix everything. I don't care who you put in office. They can't fix everything because the problem didn't happen with them. The problem happened with us, and I know some people are already getting upset at this, but that's the problem. Trump can help, yes. And I'm not saying he's not personally. I think he's the one that needs to be in office, but that's my opinion. You might not agree with that, and that's okay. The thing is, that's the whole point. Expecting Trump to come in to fix it is giving your power away. Expecting for, and I'm not judging, because this is where I have been for so long. I was waiting for the financial reset. I was waiting, yes and no. I don't wait for anything anymore, but, expecting the financial reset, Jacera Nasera, whatever you want to call it, thinking that, oh, well, that'll solve all my problems. Oh, well, that'll take it, the financial burden will be gone. Oh, Trump will come into office and be the president and he'll just fix everything. That's not the point of all of it. The point of where we are in this evolutionary process is to understand that the buck stops here. It stops with you. It stops with me. We have to take our power back. We have to take control back, and not from an external out there thing. That's the whole point of you. And when I say you, I mean us as a collective. That's the whole point of us healing ourselves and taking our power back, because we realize that we are everything and that we are creating our existence, and we get what we focus on. And I know this is a huge topic, and for some people this is going to be more, it would have been more than I could have wrapped my brain around not that long ago. But now I understand that, you get what you focus on. So if you are focusing on the corruption and yes, Jacera Nasera, whatever you want to call it, would be fantastic. Because most of us understand that the taxes that we pay are part of the corruption. The banking system is part of the corruption. The drug industry is part of the corruption. All of these, your mortgage, your car loans, your credit cards. Is it making you money? No. It's making a very select few people, families, extremely wealthy. And they don't want you to step into your power. So the more they can keep, this morning, I was walking, and I've got a hair that's driving me crazy. I'm getting it cut today. So Again, I'm taking control. If I gotta lop it off myself, I'll take care of it. But anyway, this morning I was walking across my yard and I was thinking about a car wash that my husband and I had taken our car to the farm that he used to be on, and we had to drive it through a field. It got extremely muddy. Took it to a car wash because there were a lot of, and being the end of winter's gone, so we wanted an undercarriage wash to get all the salt and crap from under the car. So we went to this car wash that he's been dealing with for a long time. It was $30 to get the car washed. I almost choked. I was like, $30 for a car wash? Anyway, and it didn't even get the car clean. And then it hit me. I was like, oh my God, how many people are, I will not be going back to a car wash. I will wash my car my own self because that's part of the thing. You know, they keep raising the price on all this stuff, and we just keep, okay, we'll pay it. Okay, I'll pay $30 for a car wash for convenience. No, this chick is not paying $30 for a car wash ever again. If enough of us stopped going to that car wash, if enough of us stopped paying $30 or these ridiculous prices, they would stop raising the prices. They would stop raping us, because what's happening, everybody, I remember when I was a manager for the security company, everybody wanted minimum wage to go to $15. And it was slowly getting there. But what they didn't realize is, and there's a lot more to this equation, but yeah, everybody wants minimum wage to go to $15 when you're the one making $15 an hour. But that cost has to be absorbed somewhere. So your 99-cent hamburger isn't going to cost 99 cents anymore because the business can't afford to give you a hamburger for 99 cents and pay the cashier $15. It's just not possible. So, but the problem is not, that's only one small thing. The problem is our economy is so backwards, is so messed up because we have just accepted the fact that, you can go to college and, I look at my daughter and she has a college degree. She has a couple of degrees in the field that she works in, but she barely makes more than the $15 an hour. So how is she expected to pay back her student loans and live without living under my roof? And yet we have people that don't have a college degree, but they play sports or they drive a race car or, the entertainment industry. They are actors and actresses on TV. They're making the money. Those of us that have a specialized field aren't making the money. We're the ones supporting them. And it's crazy. And this is a whole nother topic. But the problem is we have just come to understand or come to accept that that's the way it is. And entertainment needs to make all this money. No, the entertainment needs to stop. We need to go back to entertaining ourselves. People get so wrapped up in, I'm going to watch TV. And my husband and I were talking about this the other day. It's like the obesity rate is climbing drastically in the United States. We are one of the most unhealthy countries because we have chosen to sit back and watch this entertainment, put our money into this entertainment. So they're making all the money. We're not. We're working very hard for our money. And we're the ones that are in debt and living in houses less than they are. But because it's choices that we're making, we're giving our power away. And power also being money. Money is energy. We're choosing, and that's what my husband and I talk a lot. We have a lot of very intense conversations, and I mean in a good way. But it's like we choose to spend our money to put our power, our energy into things that we enjoy, and not out of ego, and not out of fear. And that's where, I told him, we have friends that, okay, and this is not a judgment thing. It is your choice of what you want to spend your energy on and where you want to put your power. If you choose to smoke cigarettes, if you choose to drink alcohol, and this is not, again, this is not judgment, because we drink, we don't smoke, but we'll have a drink every now and then. But if you choose to do that, that's not cheap. We choose to ride our motorcycles. Again, that's not cheap either. But we're feeding into our pleasure and our joy, and not into the agenda, not into worrying about what tomorrow's going to bring and the doom and the gloom. I mean, yes, we prepare ourselves, but plan for the worst, hope for the best, plan for the worst. But don't get caught up in it. And don't expect someone else to fix it, because nobody else is going to fix anything. Nobody else is going to come save you. Nobody else is going to anything. We have to do it ourselves. And that comes from the inner work. And that comes from finding the inner peace and the inner love within us. When enough of us shift into love and stop judging, stop blaming, stop projecting out. Because I think enough of you guys realize that you are the creators of your existence, and you're in the situation you're in because of choices that you made, decisions that you made. It's not right or wrong. It just is. And when I understood that because of things that I said, I did, choices I made, were what put me in the situation I was in, and I was the only one that could fix it, I was the only one I could blame. And I didn't blame myself. I just knew I needed to change. And that's what all of us need to do, is realize that we need to we are the ones that need to change to make the exterior. And, they talk about going from 3D to 5D. That's what it is. It's you shifting your inner energy from a 3-dimensional ego to a 5-dimensional understanding and place of love and place of I'm not going to give my power away to someone else for them to fix it. I have to fix it. 5D isn't a physical place that you're going to go. 5D comes from inside. It's realizing that you are energy. You are everything in the boundaries of your body. Again, I said this before in another video, your physical body is nothing more than a visual image to another person that you exist. Because our 3D brain doesn't understand the energy that you are, that I am, that we all are. So our body is a visual vehicle that our energy is part of. Because your energy isn't contained within your body. It's bigger than your physical body. But it's a visual image that our brain needs to process a being, a person, an animal, a tree, a whatever. You know, and I know this has gotten kind of huge, but it really is huge. And only when more people understand that you can't, yes, you need to have the right person in office. Yes, you need to have leadership and things like that. But you can't expect that person to fix all your problems. Because, yeah, Trump can come in, shut down the border, keep the illegal people out, keep the drugs out, keep all that kind of stuff out. But is that going to make you happy? Is that going to fix your life? Is that going to put everything in your life in a perfect little box? And you're going to be ecstatic and live the rest of your life in your dream? Probably not. It's not going to do it for me. You know, the world can go, it already has gone to hell. It already has. My existence is heaven on earth. Yes, all that external crap is still going on. But my husband and I still live in peace and joy. And because we don't focus on the negative, we know it's there. But stopping contributing to the negative energy is a huge part. And the more people that stop giving their energy to the negativity, the more light and the more love is going to come in. And I know a lot of you guys get this. I know you do, because I'm not the only one, you know, but it was a huge revelation for me. And more people, I think, are seeing this, or are going to see this, and they understand that, you know, giving your power away is huge. And again, it doesn't come from an ego standpoint. It doesn't come from, you know, you have to be I don't want to say you don't have to be a warrior. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be stingy. You don't have to be, that's not what I mean at all. I don't know how else to explain it. But again, I think a lot of you guys get this. But it's just, you know, yes, this is a huge year. Yes, this is a pivotal year. Yeah, truly, I believe a lot is going to happen. A lot is already happening. You know, some people see it. Some people still don't see it. But a lot of things are happening on an energetic level and a huge level that we can't see with our physical eyes. But think of the energies that are happening. Think of how you're feeling. Think of how you're shifting. You know, things that you're experiencing that you never experienced before. Thoughts and feelings and emotions that are coming up that you didn't have before. You know, and some of it is your history, your past that's coming up that you have to deal with to clear it, to heal it. Some of it is feelings of joy that you've never felt before. Feelings of peace that you've never felt before because you have cleared things in your past and you have shifted your consciousness to one of self-love and self-acceptance and self-knowing that you, bottom line, can only control you. And that's where, again, when you get the ego out of the way and you don't come from greed and anger and blame and resentment and fear and all of those negative things, your life is, you guys are seeing this, your life becomes so much better. You know, I can sit and blame somebody else. I've got nothing to blame anybody on. You know, I mean, we had a situation yesterday where we're dealing with trying to get my husband's bike registered. It's a nightmare because you're dealing with multiple states and you're dealing with egos. People that won't accept the fact that they did something wrong. You know, so they want to project back on you. And it's like, no, fix it. I'm not blaming anybody. Just fix it. So, you know, but again, I could sit and blame them. I could sit and blame him. You know, but why blame anybody? Just fix the problem. It's that easy. Don't come from blame. So anyway, like I said, whoever takes office, it's really the person, the thing, whatever, that's in office now is there for a reason. Because a lot of people were asleep. Think how many people have woken up since 2020 and not woke. Woke is wrong. Awake is right. If you're awake, thank God. If you're woke, you need to wake up. Because the woke agenda is what got us in this problem. It's got us in this situation. If you're awake, you're realizing that you have been part of the problem now, because I was. You know, I'm not projecting blame on anybody else for where my situation is going. I was part of that equation. And I know that. You know, I'm part of the new equation. You know, and so are a lot of you. So anyway, take your power back. Stop waiting for the financial reset. Stop waiting, because it will happen if and when it's meant to happen. But again, if all your bills were wiped out today, would that make you ultimately, would that make you happy? It would probably make your life a little easier. But is that really where the problem is? Because think how many people are going to, that don't understand money and energy and things like that. You wipe out their bills and they're going to turn around and they're asleep and they don't know that they've put themselves in the situation they're in. They're going to go spend more money. You know, they're going to be back in the same boat they were in before. You know, again, it's about here, your heart, healing you, your soul, your consciousness. So anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm sending you love and light. If you have questions, reach out to me. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help people understand. A lot of you guys get it, thank God. Some of you are still looking for answers, and that's okay. And all the answers I didn't get a brain dump, you know? It's been a learning process for me. And I'm not done. I'm still learning. So if you're still trying to wrap your brain around that's the problem. Stop trying to wrap your brain around it, because your brain will never understand it. It's got to come from here. You've got to feel it. You've got to understand from in here. You can't wrap your 3D brain around any of this concept. It has to come from your consciousness, your subconsciousness, your soul level. You know, and that's when you're going to get it. And you're going to go, oh my God. And you're just, you know, like I said, a lot of you already get it. You're already there. And you understand what I'm saying. If you're still trying to understand it, that's okay too. But stop trying to understand it. That's where you're struggling. That's where you're falling and you're getting frustrated, because you can't understand it. It's a knowing.